Yeah, me keep my gun tucked up, but the too fat make me neck one broke. 4 or 5 gal and out of all black. 4 or 5 gal and out of all black truck. Shawty tryna fuck with me, I said you out of luck. One wrong.
Lead me to your altar. All I can say is only can't get this on my lips. You love me with devotion. You don't kill me when I trip. Yeah, I need a sip from the river. Just wanna get what you give it. Give me unlimited vision and see through the counterfeit. I want the realest. Where he come from, you can't get that with a PJ. It's so full inside this house, I feel like DJ. Can't fight and let your light come shine on me. Ain't no hiding, I'm confiding in your peace. Carrying buckets of shame. Father, I'm saying your name, but so far from it. Can't see the blood in my veins. For me, he bleeding the same. Take this covenant, this is the greatest exchange. At his altar, there's a flame that burns your rubbish. Gave me a cup full of rain, he poured it over every stain until he comes. Glory to the Father, you deserve the praise. Lead me to your altar, wash away my shame. Glory to the Father, you deserve the praise. Lead me to your altar, wash away my shame.
Creme brulee, what they gon' say? With the top down, screaming money, anything. We up till 6 in the morning. When the sunrise, we'll be on it. Boy, I got 5, you know it's all live. Tell me when to go, baby, when we gon' slide, baby, when we gon' slide. Yeah. Up all night, baby, when we gon' slide. Oh, hey, hey, baby, when we gon' slide, slide. I don't care if we on a run, nothing matters when we one-on-one. Looking at us cause we going dumb. We on the same wave, you the same way. You know I'll be down if it's with you. Where we going, baby, what's the move? We should take a trip up to the moon. Get a room, doing our thing, moving too fast. Candy paint with the windows all black, seats creme brulee. What they gon' say? With the top down, screaming money, anything. We up till 6 in the morning. When the sunrise, we'll be on it. Boy, I got 5, you know it's all live. Tell me when to go, baby, when we gon' slide, baby, when we gon' slide. Up all night, baby, when we gon' slide. Up all night and we gon' slide. Up all night and we gon' slide.
Oh, honey, I need a vacation. I need my bitch in an apron. Booty all out cooking bacon. Orange juice and ace we drinking. I only come out when the stars out. I'm on a mission but we fall out. The city talking with a large mouth. Yeah, they after the boy.
Lead me to your altar. All I can say is only can't get this on my lips. You love me with devotion. You don't kill me when I trip. Yeah, I need a sip from the river. Just wanna get what you give it. Give me unlimited vision and see through the counterfeit. I want the realest. Where he come from, you can't get that with a PJ. You so full inside this house, I feel like DJ. Can't fight it, let your light come shine on me. Ain't no hiding, I'm confiding in your peace. Carrying buckets of shame. Father, I'm saying your name, but so far from it. I see the blood in my veins. For me, he bleeding the same. Take this covenant, this is the greatest exchange. At his altar, there's a flame that burns your rubbish. Gave me a cup full of rain. He poured it over every stain until he comes. Glory to the Father. You deserve the praise. Lead me to your altar. Wash away my shame. Glory to the Father. You deserve the praise. Lead me to your altar. Wash away my shame. Lord,
bothering your homegirl like, sister, can you do my eyebrows? Can you contour my face for me? Can you just blend for me? Actually, no, I can't. And I'm sick of you. So today I'm going to teach you how to do a beginner-friendly, quick, soft makeup look. Let's get into it. Keep up now, because I'm going to be moving a little fast. Okay, I do my brows first, and we're going to be using a micro brow pencil from Charlotte's Tilbury. When you're filling your brows in, we're going along the natural shape of your eyebrow. We're not up here with it. We're not doing arts and crafts on our face. Also, make sure you're not pressing so hard. We don't want our brows harsh, okay? After your brows are filled in, we're going to go in with the Refi Brow Sculpting Gel. After you apply the gel, you're going to take any brush and just flatten your brows down. We're going to clean up our brows with Born This Way Concealer using Morphe's M134 Concealer Brush. Sister, we're just going directly under the brow. You should be at this point. Next, I'm going to take a Real Techniques Luxe Crease Brush, and I'm just going to go in and blend some of that concealer out. Using this 8-in-1 contour palette, I'm not showing y'all mine because mine looks insane. I use the shade Cappuccino to add some warmth to my lids. Bring it up to the start of your brows and then bring it on down. Next, we're going to clean up the top of our brows with your foundation and the little bit of concealer that you have left on your hand. You're going to go like this, boop, mix it up. You're going to clean the top of your brows with it. I like to use this method because only using concealer is going to leave that white cast at the top of your brow, and I hate that look. I use the same Real Techniques brush to blend that out at the top. Next, for my base, I use Charlotte's Tilbury Magic Cream. And for my foundation, I'm going to be using Bobbi Brown. This is the shade Neutral Almond. I like to use that same concealer brush to apply the foundation and then go in with a foundation brush. Going in with a IT Cosmetic brush in number 115. Make sure you dab. Do not swipe. We're going to go back in with the Born This Way Concealer. This is the shade Natural Beige. This is what your concealer should look like, and I'm going to go in with Real Techniques Setting Powder Brush, and I'm going to use it to blend the concealer. Again, you're going to be dabbing, not rubbing. In with my Fenty Beauty Contour Stick in the shade Truffle. I went in on my forehead, cheeks, a dab on each side of my nose. Blending out my contour with this brush that I got from Amazon. The brand is called BS Mall. Next, we're gonna go in with cream blush from Morphe. This is the shade Cheek Thrills. Using this Makeup by Mario brush in F4. I think this is the balls of my cheek. I don't know, but I'm putting it right here. Don't put blush on my nose because am I Ronald McDonald or am I a girl? But you can do what you want to do. I'm gonna go in with Huda Beauty setting powder. Using a powder puff, you just want to dab and blow some of that off because you're just setting your face, not baking. This step is so crucial because this is what gives you that flawless filter look with no filter. I'm going back in with this contour palette. I'm just gonna go into where we put that cream bronzer. I'm gonna go back in with that Morphe blush palette. I'm gonna take the powder this time and set the cream that we already put on our face. I go in with Maybelline Fit Me's pressed powder. This is the shade Buff Beige, so I just use a powder puff and I go in under my eyes with the product. Going in with NARS highlight in the shade Ophelia. I'm gonna be setting with Charlotte's Tilbury setting spray. While my face is drying, I'm gonna do my lips. I'm gonna be using NARS lip liner in shade Spunk. For the lipstick, I use MAC in the shade Flesh Pie. Going over it with a 99-cent beauty store lip gloss. A little NARS mascara. Okay, girls, this is the final look. It's super clean, super pretty, and simple to do.
Felt love till you slept with me. I'm busy, it's no wonder you upset with me.
So these is red bottoms, these is bloody shoes. Hit the school, I can get them both. I don't wanna choose, and I'm quick. Cut a nigga off, so don't get comfortable. Look, I don't dance now, I make money move. Say I don't gotta dance, I make money move. If I see you now speak, that means I don't fuck with you. I'm a boss, you a worker, bitch. I make bloody moves. Now she say she gon' do what or who? Let's find out and see. CARDI, you know where I'm at, you know where I be. You in the club just to party, I'm there, I get paid to pee. I be in and out them banks so much, I know they tired of me. Honestly, don't give a fuck about who in front of me. Drop 2 mixtapes in 6 months, what bitch working as hard as me? I don't bother with these hoes, don't let these hoes bother me. They see pictures, they say ghosts, bitch I'm who they tryna be. Look, I might just chill with some babe, I might just chill with some food, I might just spill on your bed. My pussy feel like a lake, he wanna swim with his face. I'm like okay, I let him get what he want. He buy me East and Laurent, and then you win. When it go fast as a horse, I got the trunk in the front. I'm the hottest in the street, know you probably heard of me. Got a bag and fix my teeth, hope you hoes know it ain't cheap. And I pay my mama bills, I ain't got no time to chill. Think these hoes be mad at me, they baby father wanna bill. That little bitch, you can fuck with me if you wanted to. These expensive, these is red bottoms, these is bloody shoes. Hit the school, I can get them both, I don't wanna choose. And I'm quick, cut a nigga off, so don't get comfortable. Look, I don't dance now, I make money move. Say I don't gotta dance, I make money move. If I see you now speak, that means I don't fuck with you. I'm a boss, you a worker, bitch. I make
Are we clocking this base? Are we clocking this routine?
So guys, let's do an updated makeup tutorial. I feel like this has been long awaited. Let me just put this down before I drop anything. But yeah, let's get into it.
Very essential, very key. Going in with my moisturizer. This one is from Kiehl's. This just brings all the moisture back into my face and preps my skin for all the makeup that we're about to slap on there. Whilst I'm waiting for my moisturizer to sink in, I'm just going in with some brow gel into my brows. Then I'm going to go in with my hydrating primer. I put this only in my under eye area and on my smile lines. Then in the areas I want to stay matte, I use my Danessa Myricks Blurring Balm in Universal. And this is mainly just the base of my face, my T-zone and my upper lip, because that be sweating real bad. Whilst I wait for my primer to settle in, I'll fill in my brows. Then I'm going in with foundation using the 2 NARS foundations because I just want that perfect base. I want it to be in between hydrating and matte, so I mix those 2. By the way, I'm using all Doll Beauty brushes, which you can buy. They're on my showcase. Now I'm going in with my first concealer. This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Concealer. This is more of a matte concealer and it's closer to my skin tone, so I use that as my base concealer. And I always let that sit whilst I do my cream bronzer and my cream blush. I'm obviously using the curve case. I'm using the deep one. I definitely need to invest in the medium deep because I want to give it a try. But I mixed the shades Shade and Laid and Chocolate Charm for my cream bronzer, just making into the hollow of my cheeks and on my forehead. And I'm going in with Cherry Cola and Cowslick for my blush, just a nice pinky blush, and I'm keeping this to the high points of my face. And I'm doing blush before I blend out my concealer, because trust me, it gives the most seamless blend. I always go back in with my bronzer brush because I want to make sure everything is marrying together. I feel like I say this all the time, but guys, it's so important for that flawless base. I'm going to zoom you in. We're blending out the concealer. I'm using a brush, of course, and I'm really using slow tapping motions. I'm taking my time. I really don't rush this process because I don't want any creases and I want a seamless, flawless blend. So I'm taking my time with this, making sure to look up to avoid those creases. Now it's time for brightening. I'm using 2 brightening concealers today. So I start off with the base brightening shade, which is the Too Faced Caramel, and then I'm using the Estee Lauder Futurist Concealer in 4N, and this is really brightening. And I just put this in these areas and I blend it out with a beauty blender because I don't really want to keep too much of this coverage because I don't want to look crazy. And I keep this under my eyes, guys. I'm not going to emphasize any further. Why? Because you should know. We don't want to look crazy. We're keeping this under the eye and we're just taking our time again to blend it out. And then a key thing that I did here, took the brush that I used to blend out my base concealer with, and I used that to just blend out the harsh edges. Like, we don't want to be looking crazy. And I also go back in with my blush brush to again just blend out the harsh edges. Now I'm using the Laura Mercier to set my under eyes. This is my brightening powder. So I make sure to just press this into my under eye. I don't really bake, but you can surely bake after you've done the setting. So set first, then bake. Setting will be pressing the powder in, baking will be leaving it on top and then dusting it off. Then I'm going in with my blush, which is just so pretty. I'm trying to be very light-handed because blush blindness, it gets me every time. And then I'm just gonna set my whole face to lock everything in with some...
There is absolutely no reason you should be looking like Casper the Ghost when you do your makeup in 2024. I'm gonna put an end to all of this and give you guys a 10-step beginner makeup routine. First, we're gonna go in with some primer, and I'm gonna use my e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. And you just wanna pat the product into your skin, not rub. Pat the product. And this is going to ensure that your makeup stays on all day and doesn't crease. And then you're going to wait 30 seconds for the product to absorb and activate. And before y'all come tussling in my comment section, everything will be listed in my Shop My in my bio. Next, we're going to go in with some foundation, and I like using my NARS Light Reflecting Foundation in New Caledonia. And then you're going to... Oh. That means I need to restock. I normally just apply 2 pumps because I don't think it's necessary to put that much product. This is ghetto. Don't do what I'm doing though. You want to pump it on your hands. It's more hygienic. And then you want to grab a buffing brush and just start buffing the product into your skin. And you want to make sure to avoid your under eye when you're blending out your foundation because we don't want our concealer to crease. And make sure to get your foreheads as well. Next, you're gonna go in with some concealer, and I like using my Too Faced Born This Way concealer in Chestnut. And I like using 1 dot. You don't really need that much product. I also like applying it to my chin, but you don't have to. And now we're just gonna do a little bit of contouring, and I like using my Matchstick by Fenty in the color Espresso. And I like making a fish face when I do my contouring. And the other side. And then to make sure that everything is blended out properly, I like using a skin refresher spray. And then you're gonna go in with a brush or beauty blender to blend everything out, but I like using my brush. And you want to make sure that you're lightly tapping the product. I'm just gonna use the beauty blender on my other eye just to show you guys how it blends out properly as well. See how both came out the same? It's all in the power of your hands. Now we're gonna blend out our contour, and I'm gonna use a contour brush to blend everything out. I'm gonna go in and blend out my nose concealer. I'm going to contour my nose as well. Next, we're gonna go in with some liquid blush, and I'm gonna mix 2 liquid blushes together. And these are from Juvia's Place in the color Blush Lily and Barbie Rose. And because they're very pigmented, you just wanna add like a dot each. If you use too much, it's gonna be a disaster. Trust me, I have been there. And then you're gonna use like a brush to blend everything out. Next, we're gonna go in with some powder, and I love using my Huda Beauty baking powder. It's like the holy grail of powders. And I'm just gonna use a powder puff to apply the powder to my under eye. And then I like applying it to my chin as well. And then any other spots where I get really oily. And then we're gonna go in with the bronzer. And I love using the Fenty Beauty Mocha Mommy bronzer. And I also like using like a contour brush. And you're just gonna apply the product to where you contoured your face. And I also like applying some to my nose. Then to make ourselves look girly, we're gonna go in with some blush. And I like using my Juvia's Place Volume 4 palette and just applying it to the apples of your cheek. And now that you're done with your face, you're gonna go in with the setting spray. And I like using my Morphe setting spray. Spray that all over your face and just wait for that to dry out. And then for lips, you can go in with a lip combo, or you can just
can't get this off my lips. You love me with devotion. You don't kill me when I trip. Yeah, I need a sip from the river. Just wanna get what you giving. Give me unlimited vision and see through the counterfeit. I want the realest. Where he come from, you can't get that with a PJ. You so full inside this house, I feel like DJ. Can't fight it, let your light gon' shine on me. Ain't no hiding, I'm confiding in your peace. Carrying buckets of shame. Father, I'm saying your name, but so far from it. Cause see the blood in my veins. For me, he bleeding the same. Take this covenant, this is the greatest exchange. At his altar, there's a flame that burns your rubbish. Gave me a cup full of rain. He poured it over every stain until he comes. Glory to the Father. You deserve the praise. Lead me to your altar. Wash away my shame. Glory to the Father. You deserve the praise. Lead me to your altar. Wash away my shame. Lord,
It's 2025. You know how to do your makeup? I don't think you do. It's okay. It's okay. Bring it in. Bring it in. Let me teach you. First things first, we're going to start off with our brows. We're going to brush our brows right into place. If you feel like your brows are oily, you can go in with a translucent powder. Dab just a little bit on your brows. Then you're going to start from the bottom, and then you're going to outline your brows like so. And you're going to follow your natural brow shape. And then we're going to outline the top of the brow. We're going to follow our natural brow shape. And then you can fill them in. Then when you get to the front of your brows, make hair-like strokes like that. Okay, next, go in with a concealer that's 1 to 2 shades lighter than you. And we're just going to conceal, clean up our brows. Okay, now you should be looking something like this. And now you want to buff out the concealer and blend it out. You want to make sure you blend out the middle part as well. You should be looking something like this. And what you want to do is take some translucent powder and you want to set everything in place. It doesn't have to be a lot, just a little bit. Set your brows and your concealer into place so there's no creasing. Okay, next what you want to do is moisturize and prime your face. First, I'm going in with a moisturizer. And this is just to hydrate and revive your skin. Like, look how my skin is looking. You can tell it's moisturized and ready to go. And now next up, you want to go in with primer. This is just to assure that your makeup sticks and lasts all day. Okay, now it's time for foundation. What I usually do is pump it on the back of my hand like so. And then I go in and I apply it with a brush like that. And that should be more than enough. And you just blend her out. And you want to pat her in. We're not really dragging it down. We're just patting it in. Make sure you get the bottom of your chin. And we're not really focusing on the under eye because we're going to conceal our under eyes. And you don't want it to look cakey. You should be looking something like this. A foundation is your base and it evens out your skin tone. Next, you want to go in with a cream bronzer. You want to take that and warm up your face. Just to put warmth and color back into your face. A little dust goes a long way. It's very pigmented. Add some on your chin and your jawline as well to give you that sculpted look. And now you want to go in with a liquid blush and you want to apply just a little dot right above the bronzer. Now what you want to do is just go in and blend upwards towards your temples and lift it. Yes, same thing with the other side. So now you want to go in with a concealer that's either your skin tone or a shade lighter than your skin tone. This is just the first layer of concealer. We're going to do 2 layers. And then make sure you conceal your chin, upper lip, bridge of your nose. I don't conceal my forehead. Okay, now it's time to blend out the concealer. I like to go in with a damp beauty blender. I usually go in with a little bit more setting spray on my beauty blender. I just pinch the beauty blender and then I blend it out. And that's how you should be looking. Look how beautiful and natural looks. Whatever you do to one side, you want to do to the other side. Looking upwards and we blending upwards. Okay, now we can go in with our second layer of concealer. This is a brightening concealer. You want to go in and blend that out as well. This is just to highlight and brighten the under eyes. So you really don't need much but a dot. Okay, so now you want to go back in with your blush brush and blend out your blush a little bit more. Just a little bit more blush. So far, so good. You staying with me? Or are you with me? We have...
Hi, y'all. I am going to do an updated makeup routine. This video was so highly requested, and I am going to show you guys how I achieved this look. Y'all, so the first thing I do is wash and moisturize my face. And then I'll go in with the NYX Professional Eyebrow Pencil in the shade Espresso. Then I will go in with the e.l.f. Hydro Grip Concealer and just outline my eyebrows to give them that highlighted look. You do want to do this in a very thin manner because you don't want it to be too blocky, you know, giving 2016. We don't do that anymore. So after I do my brows, I will go in with the e.l.f. Hydro Grip Primer. This will allow your makeup to last all day. It goes for a seamless blend and it makes the perfect base. I am now going to go in with the NARS Photo Reflecting Foundation. This is my go-to foundation. I do have dry to oily skin, so it's a combination, but this is definitely mattifying, I think. Don't quote me on that. And I will go in the shade Belém. Highly recommend, highly recommend. If you want to look like you have that full Instagram beat, you cannot be scared to use product on your face. I promise it won't look cakey if you're doing it correctly, but you have to use product. I also go over the top of my eyebrows with my foundation shade just to clean them up a little bit more. I am now going to go in again with the e.l.f. Hydro Grip in shade Deep Cinnamon. And I'm going to hit my T-zone. If you like a bright under eye, I suggest that you get shades that, this is about 3 shades darker than my foundation shade. If you want that bright under eye, you gotta go about 3. So here is the placement of my concealer. I let this sit for a little bit before I blend, just so it can marinate. I don't know. If you don't have this brush, I'm gonna need you to get it immediately. So when I'm blending out my concealer, I always do my chin and forehead first. And when I'm blending my concealer, I don't move it anywhere. I blend the edges and really press it into the spot that I placed it at. Look. And that gives for the most seamless blend. So when I'm going in my under eye, I literally just press. Just press. Don't drag. Don't move it. Just press it. Before I go in with that lighter shade of concealer, I'll take the Juvia's Place liquid blush in the shade Peach Rose. And y'all, don't be going adding a lot. You need to just dab and dab, because you will be walking around here looking like a clown. Don't say I ain't warn you. And then I'm gonna blend in with this brush. OMG, I didn't tell y'all the number. Real Techniques 402. Now I'm gonna go in with the shade 44H in the Tarte Shape Tape, and this is super duper light. So I'll just go right in this area and not add too much. And then I'll blend it out, but I'll be conscious of where I'm blending it to make the blush flow. Just watch. I am now going to put setting powder or loose powder where I put the concealer, and then I'm using the Juvia's Place in the shade White Sands. To lightly contour with the Makeup Revolution Mega Bronzer in shade 2 Warm. I only go on my cheekbones and I just barely add the shade because truthfully, that liquid blush is like the base of my contour. So I don't like to be too muddy and dark, and I just add a little bit on my cheekbones. I'm also using the Real Techniques brush 200 to do this. I also take the same shade in my contour and I'll put it on my eyes, and I drag it all the way down to my nose. I know y'all are probably like, OMG, she forgot about her nose highlight. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. After I contour, I do a reverse contour with that same loose powder, but in the darker shade. I forgot, what is it? Gobi. And do this, but be very careful about the placement and also about how much product you're using. So I am now gonna go in with the Flush Blush Ulta brand blush in the shade Pink Smoke with my Real Techniques 400 blush, and I'm just going to go over where I put blush at originally. After that, I'm just gonna go in with the Gobi loose powder from Juvia's Place and set my nose, and then drag that up to my forehead. I hope you guys can see I have been using a light hand for all of this. That is key. No one talked about the lashes enough. If y'all not booking my girl Lash by Jay in Atlanta, I'll put it right here. What are you doing? This is a Cat Eye Mega Volume 11 to 17 or 18, I believe. Book the GOAT, y'all. But then I will go in with the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara on the bottom lash line. Do y'all see how that just brought my eyes together? Love, 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 love this product. I will now go in and line my lips. I use this NK makeup brand from the beauty supply store. Call me cheap, call me whatever, but these are smooth. I have the right colors for 99 cents. I didn't even tell y'all the shade. So the first shade I go in with is the lighter shade, and it's the shade brown, just brown. And then the next shade I go with is dark brown. So the first brown is AON, the second brown is AO3. So I am going to go in with the NYX Smooth Whip lip gloss, lipstick, whatever, in the shade Cheeks. Be careful with this, it's very pigmented. So I add it to my bottom lip.
And then I blend this out too. So I have a special trick when I set. I go in with the...
If you want your makeup to look like this, keep watching. Firstly, I moisturize with Vaseline and then put on sunscreen. Then I put the Ruby Kisses Cream Foundation in the shade 15 and the beautiful bronze LA Girls Pro Concealer all around my face. Now this is a little ghetto, but I use edge control on my eyebrows. It really works if your eyebrows are really thick like mine, and mine be so tea, like I love it. Next, I get my LA Girls Pro Concealer in the shade Vaughn, and I put it in all the areas shown in this clip. I like to alternate between a powder puff and a concealer brush because I need to make sure I blend it really good, and I make sure to blend around my nose just to make sure that my nose contour is like super tea. This is my favorite part. I love contouring my nose, but the way you contour your nose is very important. Like, I got my contour for my nose shape down packed, so make sure you find someone with a similar nose to you so you can get it perfect too. But this is how I do it. I just follow everywhere. I put my contour with my concealer brush and make sure you blend it into your eyebrows. That's how you get it snatched. Then I go right down the middle of my nose with the same powder puff I used for my concealer, so my nose can be really little and like snatched. And then I go back in with the concealer brush. And I go back in with that same powder puff and clean up the sides to make sure everything's blended properly. Then I go in with my Juvia's Place Culture palette. It's an eyeshadow palette. I use those two pink ones, mix them together. I put it on my wrist to mix it around, but y'all, I swear, it's so pigmented. The colors are so pretty on my complexion. I just put it on my cheeks, my nose, everywhere. I love being pink. Now it's time to bake. I'm using the Carslin Translucent Pressed Powder, but I do alternate between that and the Laura Mercier powder. It's like a brown one. I don't know the name. It'll all be linked in the caption. Okay, then you're just gonna do your lip combo. I use the Wet n Wild Kohl eyeliner instead of lip liner because it's the perfect shade, and I use this.
Doing nothing, moving too fast. Candy paint with the windows all black, seats creme brulee. What they gon' say? With the top down, screaming money, anything. We up till 6 in the morning. When the sunrise, we'll be on it. Oh, I got 5, you want so live. Tell me when to go, baby, when we gon' slide, baby, when we gon' slide. Yeah. Up all night, baby, when we gon' slide. Oh.
Okay, I definitely just unlocked Instagram baddie makeup. Yeah, get into it. Today I am feeling a really nasty baddie glam. So that's what we're gonna do. I'll start with base first. So primer, number 1. Doing a little test run with these two, so that'll be in a whole separate video. Right, primers are on. I'm gonna color correct because I always color correct. Foundation, I'm gonna be trying out this LYS Skin Tint Stick Majigger. This Skin Tint Stick Majigger is too good. Like, look how juicy my skin looks. The shade match is off, but we are going to ignore that. And I'm gonna use the LYS bronzer stick in the shade Courage. And for the Instagram baddies, you know you gotta snatch this nose, so I'm gonna take a little bit more time trying to contour my nose. All right, next I'm gonna go in with my LYS concealer. This is in the shade TN3, and I forgot to tell you what shade this foundation stick is. It's DN3. I love the undertone of this, and I'm gonna do something a little different with my placement because the Instagram baddies, they like all bright in the center. It doesn't like go all the way out. So I'm gonna keep it mostly in the center, really contouring this nose. So I'm gonna add some concealer just to brighten it up a bit. And then they are also snatched like right here. So I'm gonna turn my concealer upwards. The way these products are just blending together is crazy. Like, it's blending like butter. LYS, y'all sleeping on LYS, and I'm gonna need you to wake up. Okay, so should I brighten this under eye just a little bit? Just a little bit. I'm gonna brighten it just a little bit. I'm gonna do a little dot, I promise. Instagram baddies got that bright under eye going on. I do want to take this blush and go like under the eye with it a little bit. I'm taking my Patrick Ta She's vibrant, and I'm gonna be real strategic about the placement, like right here, and blending that under the eye. And then once I put that setting powder on top, it's just gonna smooth it all out. You see the blush? You see it? Yeah. Now let's blend out this brighter concealer. All right, I'm gonna take some pink powder so that this blush and under eye can blend seamlessly. Oh, look at this under eye. This finna eat, I just know it. I'm gonna take my Huda Beauty banana bread on the rest of my face. I'm gonna do something I don't normally do, and I'm gonna cut this contour bronzer situation here and really chisel out my cheekbone. You see the difference? Yeah, we getting snatched, girl. Stop playing. And you only want to use a little bit of powder for this because, girl, it can give flashback. And it's hard to get off right here for some reason. I don't know why, but it's so hard to get off. And the thing is, their base is like seamless. Their bronzer isn't that dark. It's like all blended into one. You can't tell where stuff starts and where it ends. And I love that. And I need that. So I'm going to take a bronzer that's like not too much darker than me. So it's not like super dark and opaque, and I'm gonna just bronze with this. It just give me a little wash of color. I am also going to run this bronzer as my eyeshadow and put it all over my lid. Now for my favorite part, blush. Again, powder this time. Going back into my Patrick top. This blush is very pigmented, so I'm gonna try to be careful. Start on that cheekbone and go back and forth swiping. Remember how I said you can't tell where it starts and stops? So I'm gonna take a lighter shade of blush that's like paler than that one, and I'm gonna do a little mid-tone blushing type thing. I feel like this one is more in comparison to that one, but this one is also pigmented. This is from 𝐤𝐞𝐩𝐭𝐡. It's in the shade Pinky Rose, and it's two-sided. One is like light pink and the other one is more peachy. So I'm gonna take the more peachy side, and I'm gonna go around the edges of that blush and go under my eye with this one. You see it, girl. All right, I'm gonna spray some setting spray so this powder can melt down. While that's still a little damp, I'm gonna take this highlighter from LYS. It's in the shade Genuine, and I'm gonna highlight my nose, just the nose, because the skin has to be matte. Instagram baddies give matte skin with a little glow in places you need it. I'm gonna do my little fake moles with my freckle pen. For eyes, I'm gonna take a black eyeliner because it's always black. It gives sultry. And you see how I wing that inner corner? Yeah, girl. I'm gonna take these lashes I got from AliExpress. They're thick and fluffy. It gives lash extension. Before we add the lash, I'm gonna add some mascara, the top and the bottom. Because you can't be an Instagram baddie without bottom lashes, okay? So are you an Instagram baddie without a big fluffy lash? Exactly. And I'm also
felt love till you slept with me. I'm busy, it's no wonder you upset with me.
So these is red bottoms, these is bloody shoes. Hit the school, I can get them both. I don't wanna choose, and I'm quick. Cut a nigga off, so don't get comfortable. Look, I don't dance now, I make money move. Say I don't gotta dance, I make money move. If I see you now speak, that means I don't fuck with you. I'm a boss, you a worker, bitch. I make bloody moves. Now she say she gon' do.
Your makeup doesn't look like how your MUA does it because you are not using this technique. After finishing your makeup, you're going to want to take your setting spray and spray a generous amount so we can really melt down the initial powder on our face. Once you've let that setting spray dry down, you're going to want to grab a pressed powder. Today, I'm using Maybelline Fit Me Pressed Powder in the shade 120. Taking a generous amount of powder on my powder puff, I'm going to be applying this pressed powder to all of my highlighted areas, and I'm just going to pat it in until I can no longer see it. This not only gives your face that final matte finish, but it's also gonna brighten these areas and also give you added coverage to give you that photo finish flawless Instagram filter look. To finish off the look, you're gonna want to go ahead and reapply your powder blush as well. I am obsessed with blush, but sometimes when you go in with your pressed powder, it can wash the blush out a bit, so I like to re-emphasize it. And then lastly, I will finish off with some highlight for some extra shine. And this was the final look. Try this technique out the next time you do your makeup, and as always, follow me for more pro.
All I can say is only can't get this off my lips. You love me with devotion. You don't kid me when I trip. Yeah, I need a sip from the river. Just wanna get what you give it. Give me unlimited vision and see through the counterfeit. I want the realest. Where he come from, you can't get that with a PJ. It's so full inside this house, I feel like DJ. Can't fight and let your light gon' shine on me. Ain't no hiding, I'm confiding in your peace. Carrying buckets of shame. Father, I'm saying your name, but so far from it. Can't see the blood in my veins. For me, he bleeding the same. Take this covenant, this is the greatest exchange. At his altar, there's a flame that burns your rubbish. Gave me a cup for the rain. He poured it over every stain until he comes. Glory to the Father. You deserve the praise. Lead me to your altar. Wash away my shame. Glory to the Father. You deserve the praise. Lead me to your altar. Wash away my shame. Yeah, I need a sip from the river. Just wanna get what you give it. Give me unlimited vision and see through the counterfeit. I want the realest. Where he come from, you can't get that with a PJ. It's so full inside this house, I feel like DJ. Can't fight and let your light gon' shine on me. Ain't no hiding, I'm confiding in your peace. Carrying buckets of shame. Father, I'm saying your name, but so far from it. Can't see the blood in my veins. For me, he bleeding the same. Take this covenant, this is the greatest exchange. At his altar, there's a flame that burns your rubbish. Gave me a cup for the rain. He poured it over every stain until he comes. Glory to the Father. You deserve the praise. Lead me to your altar. Wash away my shame. Glory to the Father. You deserve the praise. Lead me to your altar. Wash away my shame.
seats, creme brulee. What they gon' say? With the top down, screaming money, anything. We up till 6 in the morning. When the sunrise, we'll be on it. Boy, I got 5, you know it's so live. Tell me when to go, baby, when we gon' slide, baby, when we gon' slide. Yeah. Up all night, baby, when we gon' slide. Oh, hey, hey, baby, when we gon' slide, 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 slide. I don't care if we on a run. Nothing matters when we one-on-one. Looking at us cause we going dumb. We on the same wave, you the same way. You know I'll be down if it's with you. Where we going, baby, what's the move? We should take a trip up to the moon. Get a room, doing our thing, moving too fast. Candy paint with the windows all black. Seats, creme brulee. What they gon' say? With the top down, screaming money, anything. And we up till 6 in the morning. When the sunrise, we'll be on it. Boy, I got 5, you know it's so live. Tell me when to go, baby, when we gon' slide, baby, when we gon' slide. Up all night, baby, when we gon' slide. Hey, up all night, baby, when we gon' slide. Up all night, baby, when we gon' slide.
I need a vacation. I need my bitch in an apron. Booty all out cooking bacon. Orange juice and case we drinking. I only come out when the stars out. I'm on a mission but we fall out. The city talking with a large mouth. Yeah, they after the boy.
Felt love till you slept with me. I'm busy, it's no wonder you upset with me.
So these is red bottoms, these is bloody shoes. Hit the school, I can get them both. I don't wanna choose, and I'm quick. Cut a nigga off, so don't get comfortable. Look, I don't dance now, I make money move. Say I don't gotta dance, I make money move. If I see you now speak, that means I don't fuck with you. I'm a boss, you a worker, bitch. I make bloody move. Now she say she gon' do what or who? Let's find out and see. CARDI, you know where I'm at, you know where I be. You in the club, just to party. I'm there, I get paid to pee. I be in and out them banks so much, I know they tired of me. Honestly, don't give a fuck about who in front of me. Drop 2 mixtapes in 6 months, what bitch working as hard as me? I don't bother with these hoes, don't let these hoes bother me. They see pictures, they say ghosts, bitch I'm who they tryna be. Look, I might just chill with some babe, I might just chill with some food, I might just spill on your bed. My pussy feel like a lake, he wanna sue with his face. I'm like okay, I let him get what he want. He buy me H.E.R and then you win. When it go fast as a horse, I got the trunk in the front. I'm the hottest in the street, know you probably heard of me. Got a bag and fix my teeth, hope you hoes know it ain't cheap. And I pay my mama bills, I ain't got no time to chill. Think these hoes be mad at me, they baby father wanna bill. That little bitch, you can fuck with me if you wanted to. These expensive, these is red bottoms, these is bloody shoes. Hit the school, I can get them both, I don't wanna choose. And I'm quick, cut a nigga off, so don't get comfortable. Look, I don't dance now, I make money move. Say I don't gotta dance, I make money move. If I see you now speak, that means I don't fuck with you. I'm a boss, you a worker, bitch, I make bloody move. If you a pussy, you get popped. You a goofy, you a op. Don't you come around my way, you can't hang around my block. And I just check my account, turns out I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich. I put my hand above my hip, I bet you dip, he dip, she dip. I say, I get the money and go, this shit is hot like a stove. My pussy glitter is gold, tell that little bitch play her role. I just don't roll for no rolls, I just came up in a rave. I need to pull up the tank, no, I need to pull up the safe. I need to let all these hoes know that none of them niggas is safe. I go to dinner and steak, only the real can relate. I used to live in the peace, now it's the crib with the
Lead me to your altar. All I can say is only can't get this off my lips. You love me with devotion, you don't kill me when I trip. Yeah, I need a sip from the river. Just wanna get what you give it. Give me unlimited vision and see through the counterfeit. I want the realest. Where he come from, you can't get that with a PJ. You so full inside this house, I feel like DJ. Can't fight and let your light come shine on me. Ain't no hiding, I'm confiding in your peace. Carrying buckets of shame. Father, I'm saying your name, but so far from it. Could see the blood in my veins. veins. For me, he bleeding the same. Take this covenant, this is the greatest exchange. At his altar, there's a flame that burns your rubbish. Gave me a cup full of rain, he poured it over every stain until he coming. Glory to the Father, you deserve the praise. Lead me to your altar, wash away my shame. Glory to the Father, you deserve the praise. Lead me to your altar, wash away my shame. Lord,
Just like show y'all what I do, but I never explain. So boom, I'm taking the e.l.f. Hydrate whatever poreless grip primer and the liquid putty primer, and I'm putting those in places where I want them to do what I need them to do. Then I'm taking the brow setter. It takes a minute for them to like really get stuck, so just work with the product. Then I'm setting my primer with the Urban Decay All Nighter spray. I'm gonna conceal my eyebrows with the NARS in the shade Medium Deep in 1.5. Secret de Urge, apparently is what it's called. And I'm carving them out roughly because later I'm actually gonna draw them in. So now I'm just blending everything out, and then I'm gonna go in my Good Apple foundation in the shade 07, I believe. And I'm gonna take that in the front, and I'm also gonna carve the tails out. The reason I do this is because I want it to look more natural in the front. I don't want that whole highlighted brow. Nothing wrong with that, I just don't like it. I'm gonna take my Black Opal foundation stick in the shade 5J12 Suede Mocha, and I'm putting this a little bit higher than my the shadow of where my jawline is, because I mostly just want to look sun-kissed and like super bronze, you know. And I'm showing y'all how I blend this out because I feel like I never do. I just got this brush too. I actually like it. It's pretty cool. Then I'm going to use the Juvia's Place concealer in the shade 16 to conceal everywhere. Now my placements of my concealer change very often, but it's usually like in this kind of shape. And then I'm going back in with that Good Apple foundation to place concealer everywhere where I don't have product on. But now I'm blending this out with the Hourglass concealer brush. It's like my favorite brush for concealer. Blend, 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 blend. My light went out. I'm just powdering my face with the, what is it called again? Oh, the Huda Beauty powder in shade Cupcake. Just the pink powder, that's the best one. And then I'm using the Juvia's Place dark bronzing palette. I always use the darker one. Always use the darker one. Any red bronzer, super red bronzer, please send my way. Now I'm using the shade Mocha Mommy in her Sunstalker bronzers. And now I am baking the sides of the nose, and also baking the under eye concealer, and also brightening it as well. Yeah, my blush is definitely done for, but I don't care. This is the shade Papaya in the ColourPop blush. I'm not really a blush girl, but this is like been my number one blush since I bought it. And now I'm just filling in my eyebrows with the what is that called? The 24, no, oh my god, Precisely My Brow, Cool Soft Black, Jesus Christ. That same Juvia's palette, the dark shade, and I'm just carving my little nose out, taking it up, and then for the bottom, I literally just throw bronzer all down there. Then right up above my highlight, brush it off, and after this,
okay, y'all, the makeup bag is here. We're gonna do my makeup. I technically already prepped my skin, but I do need to put on primer. I'm just doing my makeup because I'm about to go hang out with my friends, and I feel like doing some type of beat because I haven't done my makeup since I posted that lip combo, basically. Yeah, I put this all over my face. So there was a girl in my comments asking me what do I do to my eyebrows. Elf and elf only. And then I also do get my eyebrows threaded, so that helps also to make them look clean. Moving on, I do low-key want to carve my eyebrows, but I didn't fill them in today, so yeah, I'm gonna go do that. And I use the NYX what is this, precision brow pencil in the shade Charcoal. And basically what I do, I just like go underneath. I don't really do too much filling in. You gonna see. Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all how I carved them out because I thought I was recording, but I guess I wasn't. Using this random brush, my friend got it for me like last Christmas, and I'm using LA Pro Girl concealer in the shade Medium Beige.
Holding it down.
See.
Some pump up energy coming now. First up, I've been looking in the Drake song list. Found something
DJ,
you may not
please.
know. This is Fancy.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
And then I go in with another shade that's closer to my complexion. And I just go on the top. Y'all see. I don't know why that was wrong. Wet your beauty blender. Right. And then you're going to just blend it carefully. Okay. I carved them out, and now I'm going to move on to concealer. So I'm going in with the caramel and the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. Here's my concealer placement, and I'm going to let it sit for a little bit and let it dry down a little bit. I'm going to take this brush, and I'm going to, you know, this is how it's looking, and then I'm going to blend out like the sharp edges with my beauty blender. And then I'm going in with another concealer after this. Alright, I'm going in with the Maybelline New York Alexa Skip and Turn Down. The multi-corrector usage and 141. Because I don't know what the color is, right? Sorry. And then I'm going in with that same brush, and I'm going to do my inner corner, contour. Here are the places I placed the concealer. And this is in the shade Walnut, and this is the NYX Pro Fix Stick. And then I do put a little like line over my nose to define it. Like, isn't that so cute? And then blush. Right. You get what? This is the Rode Techniques brush 200. So I went and made sure that there's no creases under my concealer, and I'm going to go in with my pressed powder from Maybelline Fit Me, and this is 235 Pure Beige. And I'm going in with my powder puff. And I seen someone say, like, look up so you're not getting... Alexa, turn down and skip. I heard someone say to look up as you're putting the pressed powder on, so that's what I'm going to do. Yeah. can't see what I'm doing. Put like a little powder on my nose too. Right now, I really don't need to do loose satin powder either, but I just want to. You know. Yeah. Okay, then to add color back into my face, this is also something new. I bought this cheap little bronzer for my job. So we're going to see what it's hitting for. If it looks ugly, then this won't be posted. Y'all, I really can't tell if it's like going on my face or not. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, I thought I had a scent. I don't know. I can't really tell. All right, I'm gonna set my face and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna do eyeliner and mascara. Yeah, setting spray, and then I put setting spray on my face. Now I'm going in with this little highlighter thing, and I'm gonna put some under my eyebrow. Ooh, baby, that was a lot. That was a lot, y'all. Don't be like me. Gonna put some on my nose. Dang, this is some good highlighter, not gonna lie. I didn't have this at home with me. I had a different.
Sit down, pop a bottle, baby. $9 Chardonnay in a 𝐿𝐴 glass. That's a lot. Yeah, I like when I yap and talk and do makeup at the same time, so this is what we're gonna do. I don't post a lot of these videos because I don't do my makeup a lot. I'm not gonna lie, I don't do my makeup a lot anymore. What's in? I'm just gonna choose to believe the stuff floating in my glass is bubbles. Cheers. Ooh, yep. Tastes like $6. I just want to relax, play in makeup. It's been a minute since I've done that. I don't know if I want to listen to music or watch my show. Y'all? Nah, actually there is some music I do want to listen to. Kendrick Lamar is the GOAT. Clock it. But my love for Party Next Door supersedes the hate I have for Drake. It's always more love in my heart than hate.
The music is overstimulating me, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm going with this NYX primer.
Sorry for all the angle movements. I'm just trying to find the best. What am I getting on my? I'm just trying to find the best angle that works for me, and I think it's this one. I feel like I be going overboard with my cream blush, but like, I love this color though. This is the black opal. No, I honestly don't think that. I don't think that things are gonna be like super different until I get to like my eyes, but I am gonna make my eyebrows thinner and brighten them up at the bottom. That's way more cunty, way more cunty, way more cunt. Okay, now we're gonna start with our concealer. This is in the shade Warm Sand and Too Faced Born This Way. Go over it with my 𝐿𝐴 concealer. This is like super close to my skin tone. I just want this to be a good base. This is the base of the base. Hourglass concealer in the shade Silk. Go right up in here.
I want my nose to be super fucking snatched, so I'm gonna do something I normally don't do, and I'm going to cream contour it. Now, I'm gonna make my nose look like I literally cannot breathe. I just define the shadows right here, downwards, and then I make a little line connecting those. Top. Making it real small. I'm gonna let this dry down a lot, and I'm gonna garden and sip. Do y'all like my new lash set? Because I didn't want to get megas because I wanted you to be able to see my eye shape a little bit more. Do y'all feel like these fit me more? I feel like the other ones are like real sexy, like super sexy. I'm gonna go ahead and slice my jaw. I like to make this section of my face a little bit longer, and then this, I like to shorten my mid face. Okay, she's cut. Now I'm gonna like blend it so it doesn't look so like harsh, like I have a line there. I'm gonna wait to go back in with more bronzer and blush till after I do this, because then I'll have like 50 layers of bronzer. We don't want that. Oh babe, the beat is coming together, honey. This is everything blended out. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back in with bronzer, but now I'm gonna go in with the brush so I can really like go exactly where I want it to be. Okay, I'm gonna take it a step further, and I'm gonna add just a little bit more. I'm gonna do a little bit more blush too. A little bit. But I'm gonna use a different one. It's my ColourPop blush. Ooh, that was a lot. Perfect. Perfect. I'm really powdering, like really powdering. I'm gonna mostly use this Mocha Mami bronzer from Fenty. Now I'm gonna go ahead and set my face before I do anything else. I just went back and defined my nose a little bit. Y'all might not like it, but I don't give a fuck. Okay, now with the eyes, I'm just gonna do a lot of like defining. Define like the eye bags. I'm gonna do that because I think it's really cute. Sometimes I do it when I wear no makeup. Okay, I'm gonna use like something like this just to start off.
So I over-prepare. Also, I review CT reports multiple times, writing down key information to fully comprehend.
Oh my god, why is that so cute? It's like a slight difference, but I actually really like my under eye bags, like when they puff up like that. I think it's hella cute, and this just defines that. Now I'm gonna define like my lines up here too. I think that. Okay, I'm back, bitch. Okay, now I'm gonna spray my face. Actually, no. I'm going. Wait. Okay, so I really go heavy with the bronzers. I did not put all my bronzers. Ah! Oh my god, my powder. Okay. Life is worth living. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Now, I'm gonna go with my favorite bronzer. This is the Fenty Beauty in the shade. Actually, I'm not gonna tell you because you honestly shouldn't be personally using powder. I still haven't even done my eyebrows, but I literally don't have my eyebrow pencil. I don't know where it's at. I think I'm gonna just use this lip liner. I'm scared though. Oh, perfect. Okay, now that I have all my powders on, I'm going to go in with this D-Slick. This is a new Urban Decay powder that I did not hear anybody talking about, but I bought it for my birthday. It's a highlighter, but I don't know, something about that matte look. Now I'm just gonna take some black liner. This really gives for bad bitch. Whoa. I forgot I had contacts on. Ooh, this one always feels way more tickly. Whoa. Okay, I just flattered my hair real quick. Okay, so I'm gonna take this Ruby Kisses pencil liner in the shade Black Brown. This is honestly my favorite lip liner. I'm gonna go in with a little brown. This is in the shade Cocoa in the NK lip pencils. Literally, that's it. I'm feeling it, honey. Hello, I look.
Felt love till you slept with me. I'm busy, it's no wonder you upset with me.
So these is red bottoms, these is bloody shoes. Hit the school, I can get them both. I don't wanna choose, and I'm quick. Cut a nigga off, so don't get comfortable. Look, I don't dance now, I make money move. Say I don't gotta dance, I make money move. If I see you now speak, that means I don't fuck with you. I'm a boss, you a worker, bitch. I make bloody move. Now she say she gon' do what or who? Let's find out and see. CARDI, you know where I'm at, you know where I be. You in the club just to party. I'm there.
Hey Bookie, y'all know the bitches stay with the lashes, so I had to run it back again because y'all blew this motherfucking lash video up out the water. I'm not finna play with y'all. Y'all ran this motherfucking video so good, girl. They sent me lashes on their own. Bitch, I already had my address. Like, what you talking about? Anyways, I decided to do a different lash look, as y'all gonna see, because I'm always a basic ass bitch, and I'm definitely gonna put my lash map up here because I don't be remembering, but this time I definitely remember for y'all because I know y'all be asking. I don't know what it is, but a bitch don't be feeling her hair until she put the lashes on. Then it's just so girl la la, like, okay, yeah, the hair is tea. It is tea. Is it just me, or y'all be feeling like that too? Because I know I'm tea without the lashes, but the lashes just add that extra oomph. Like, you wake up like a bad bitch already. Like, fuck is you talking about? Like, off the wake up though? The wake up, yeah. Nah, cause why one of my old friends had told me, like, when I did my lashes like this before, she like, bitch, you look like a spider. And you know what? I might look like a spider, but I look like a sexy ass spider, okay? It don't fucking matter. Like, y'all feel like that bitch was hating, or like she was really telling me what's tea? Like, I mean, either way, not like I'm gonna give a fuck, because I'm gonna do my lashes dramatic every fucking time. Like, these were so sexy, but I have to add bottoms because I'm an extra ass bitch. If y'all know me, y'all know I'm extra, and y'all know that's just a Leo in me, bitch. I go big or go home. Fuck is you talking about? Like, bottoms? Hand them here, because I'm gonna do them every time. Okay, not every time, I'm lying, but I'm definitely gonna put the bottoms on. But the only reason why I don't be putting the motherfucking bottoms on, because, bitch, I'm not gonna lie, these bitches be coming the fuck off. Like, come on. I don't know, it's just me, but I don't give a fuck. I'm never ever gonna pay a bitch to do my lashes. I could do that shit at home. These shits look good as fuck.
Okay, come with me to do my makeup. This is gonna be like the tutorial that I promised you guys. Before you start, you need to wash your face, obviously. In my opinion, I do my makeup, I wash my face like however many times as I feel like I need to, and I would suggest, okay, because I'm still a beginner, to wash your face literally right before you're about to do your makeup. Like, make sure your face is just clean. Okay, after you wash your face, I put on witch hazel. This is the one I use. I got it off Amazon. I put that on right after I wash my face, and I just let that air dry. Okay, after I let that dry, I do my eyebrows. I have not put on any moisturizer at all yet. I'm going to go with my translucent powder. I got this off Amazon too, and I'm just going to put a little bit in the cap. And I'm going to use a powder puff, and I'm just going to brush the and Wild Ultimate Brow Pencil. I think this is the shade Black or something. And then I use the NYX brow pencil in the shade Espresso. The way I do my eyebrows, I obviously, you know, brush them out. Oh, when you're doing your brows, I suggest getting your eyebrows waxed. I do not do my makeup if my brows are not waxed. I feel like they look ugly. Like, I don't know how to do my brows if my eyebrows are not already like positioned the way that they need to be, because I don't want to make myself do any more work than I have to. Okay, once you do that, I'm going to use the Wet n Wild brow pencil, and I'm going to shade in, not outline, not none of that. I'm literally just gonna fill in the bottom portion of my brow. So I'm going to stop like right here at my brow and only shade that part in with the Wet n Wild. Okay, after you do that, you're gonna go on with the NYX brow pencil in the shade Espresso. You want to fill in the top part. You don't want to go right here. You don't want to go too close at all. You're just blending in the two colors very, very lightly. And your brows should look like this. Okay, so now we're gonna go on with moisturizer. The moisturizer I use is from e.l.f. Everything in this video I got from Amazon. And I just do a couple pumps right here and just a little small pump on my forehead. Okay, once my moisturizer is on, I let it sit for a little bit, and while I let it sit, I conceal under my brows. I do not conceal the top of my brows. Okay, to conceal underneath my brows, I use the lighter shade of concealer. The shade for me is the Fit Me concealer in the shade Caramel, and I use that to conceal underneath my brows. Okay, once you conceal the bottom, I tap very, very lightly with this kind of brush. It's like an angled fluffy brush, and I tap literally like this because I like the corner right here to be very highlighted, so I don't want to take too much product off of that. Okay, once you do that, now you're gonna put on your primer. I use 2 primers because my skin is kind of like a mixture, obviously. So I use the e.l.f. Power Grip Matte Primer, and then I use the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. For the matte primer, I put it like right here, and a little bit on my forehead because that's where it tends to get the most oily. And then I put the Power Grip everywhere else. Okay, once you do that, now you're gonna put on your primer. I use 2 primers because my skin is kind of like a mixture, obviously. So I use the e.l.f. Power Grip Matte Primer, and then I use the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. For the matte primer, I put it like right here, and a little bit on my forehead because that's where it tends to get the most oily. And then I put the Power Grip everywhere else. Okay, now I'm going to bronze. I use the e.l.f. concealer. I don't really remember the shade that I was in, but I used this as bronzer, and I put this on my cheekbone. Okay, I can't really do it because of the edge, but I put it right there, 2 dots right there, and then I do a couple dots on my forehead, some on my chin like this, and then right on my nose right here, and then right on my nose right here, and you're going to blend it out. Okay, so the way I blend out my bronzer, I use the e.l.f. contour and bronzer brush, and I use this side. I blend it inwards like this, and then I use this side to just blend it out a little bit more. Same thing with this side, just right here. And then my chin, I blend it down like that, and then I use a smaller fluffy brush for these areas. Okay, so now I go in with concealer. I use the Fit Me concealers in the shade Caramel and Tan, and sometimes, depending on the look I'm going for, I'll go in with this LA Girl Pro Concealer because obviously it's very much lighter, so I do that if I'm trying to go for the, you know, really highlighted inner corner look. But I put the shade closest to my skin tone on the outer and the one that's lighter in the inner. Okay, so Tan is going right here. And it's also going right here. It's also going on my chin. And it's also going on my forehead right here. Just a little bit, obviously. And then the caramel shade is going in my inner corner. How you're going to be looking. You're gonna want to let your concealer get a little bit drier or tacky. So while that's happening, I try to put on my foundation. I use the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. It's matte and poreless, and it's in the shade Warm Sun 334. I apply it with this brush. I do not use a lot because I just don't, and I use whatever's in the cap, and I use my brush like this, and I put it like this. If you want more, obviously put more in more areas, but I just put it right here, right underneath where I just bronzed. Okay. And that's literally all. That's where I put it on. And I blend this out immediately with the foundation. This is the brush I use to blend out my foundation, and I literally just blend it. Ooh. Okay. I blend it so it just fits everywhere. I'm gonna pick up this edge. And I try to blend it into the bronzer so that it can be like together. The concealer, I kind of bring it down a little bit, so you're going to see how everything ends up working its magic. Okay, so now I'm going to blend out my concealer. It's been like 45 seconds, I want to say. I don't really blend out with a brush. I use a powder puff to blend it out because that's just what's easier for me. And I start from my chin to my forehead to down here to my inner corner. While I'm blending in the bronzer with it so it all like meshes together. I don't really like the product on my forehead to move, so I kind of just, I also don't like to touch my eyebrows either, so I kind of just pat it right here and then I pat it down a little bit, and you're going to see later on I'm going to put some concealer right on my nose bridge. Okay, so now we're about to blend out the, oh, I didn't even blend that out yet, hold on. Okay, so now we're about to blend out the under eye. It doesn't really matter where you start. I start here because I kind of want it to be like winged, kind of like cut or whatever. And then I like go in, and then when I go right here, I blend down and I blend up. Okay, so when I say I blend down, I mean that I blend against the bridge of my nose. So we're also like tackling that nose bronzer that I did. And whatever product is left on the brush, I normally just bring it down a little bit to the bronzer because I don't want to look too bronzed, but I do want to look bronzed. And then I blend out this that's on my nose, just because I don't really know how to contour, and it kind of gives that contoured look a little bit. Okay, so now I'm just gonna pat everything together.
Doing our thing, moving too fast. Candy paint with the windows all black, seats creme brulee. What they gon' say? With the top down, screaming money, anything. We up till 6 in the morning. When the sunrise, we'll be on it. Oh, I got 5, you know it's so live. Tell me when to go, baby, when we gon' slide, baby, when we gon' slide. Yeah. Up all night, baby, when we gon' slide. Oh, hey, hey, baby, when we gon' slide, 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 slide. I don't care if we on a run, nothing matters when we one-on-one. Looking at us cause we going dumb. We on the same wave, you the same way. You know I'll be down if it's with you. Where we going, baby, what's the move? We should take a trip up to the moon. Get a room, doing our thing, moving too fast. Candy paint with the windows all black, seats creme brulee. What they gon' say? With the top down, screaming money, anything. We up till 6 in the morning. When the sunrise, we'll be on it. Oh, I got 5, you know it's so live. Tell me when to go, baby, when we gon' slide, baby, when we gon' slide. Up all night, baby, when we gon' slide. Hey, up all night, baby, when we gon' slide. Up all night, baby, when we gon' slide.
I need a big cage now. I need my bitch in an apron. Booty all out cooking bacon. Orange juice and case we drinking. I only come out when the stars out. I'm on a mission but we fall out. The city talking with a large mouth. Yeah, they after the boy.
Can't get this on my lips. You love me with devotion. You don't kill me when I trip. Yeah, I need a sip from the river. Just wanna get what you giving. Give me unlimited vision and see through the counterfeit. I want the realest. Where he come from, you can't get that with a PJ. You so full inside this house, I feel like DJ. Can't fight it, let your light gon' shine on me. Ain't no hiding, I'm confiding in your peace. Carrying buckets of shame. Father, I'm saying your name, but so far from it. Can't see the blood in my veins. For me, he bleeding the same. Take this covenant, this is the greatest exchange. At his altar, there's a flame that burns your rubbish. Gave me a cup on the rain, he poured it over every stain until he comes. Glory to the
so don't get comfortable. Look, I don't dance now, I make money move. Say I don't gotta dance, I make money move. If I see you now speak, that means I don't fuck with you. I'm a boss, you a worker, bitch, I make bloody move. Now she say she gon' do what or who? Let's find out and see. CARDI, you know where I'm at, you know where I be. You in the club, just to party, I'm there, I get paid to pee. I be in and out them banks so much, I know they tired of me. Honestly, don't give a fuck about who ain't fond of me. Drop 2 mixtapes in 6 months, what bitch working as hard as me? I don't bother with these hoes, don't let these hoes bother me. They see pictures, they say ghosts, bitch I'm who they tryna be. Look, I might just chill with some babe, I might just chill with some food, I might just spill on your bed. My pussy feel like a lake, he wanna swim with his face. I'm like okay, I let him get what he want. He buy me East and Laurent, and then you win. When it go fast as a horse, I got the trunk in the front. I'm the hottest in the street, know you probably heard of me. Got a bag and fix my teeth, hope you hoes know it ain't cheap. And I pay my mama bills, I ain't got no time to chill. Think these hoes be mad at me, they baby father wanna bill. That little bitch, you can fuck with me if you wanted to. These expensive, these is red bottoms, these is bloody shoes. Hit the school, I can get them both, I don't wanna choose. And I'm quick, cut a nigga off, so don't get comfortable. Look, I don't dance now, I make money move. Say I don't gotta dance, I make money move. If I see you now speak, that means I don't fuck with you. I'm a boss, you a worker, bitch, I make bloody move. If you a pussy, you get popped. You a goofy, you a op. Don't you come around my way, you can't hang around my block. And I just check my account, turns out I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich. I put my hand above my hip, I bet you dip, he dip, she dip. I say, I get the money and go, this shit is hot like a stove. My pussy glitter is gold, tell that little bitch play her role. I just don't roll for no rolls, I just came up in a rave. I need to pull up the tank, no I need to pull up the safe. I need to let all these hoes know they none of they niggas is safe. I go to dinner and steak, only the real can relate. I used to live in the peace, now I'm the crib with the
doing nothing, moving too fast. Candy paint with the windows all black, seats creme brulee. What they gon' say? With the top down, screaming money, anything. We up till 6 in the morning. When the sunrise, we'll be on it. Boy, I got 5, you know it's so live. Tell me when to go, baby, when we gon' slide, baby, when we gon' slide. Hey. Up all night, baby, when we gon' slide. Oh, hey, hey, baby, when we gon' slide, slide, slide. I don't care if we on a run, nothing matters when we one-on-one. Looking at us cause we going dumb. We on the same wave, you the same way. You know I'll be down if it's with you. Where we going, baby, what's the move? We should take a trip up to the moon. Get a room, doing nothing, moving too fast. Candy paint with the windows all black, seats creme brulee. What they gon' say? With the top down, screaming money, anything. And we up till 6 in the morning. When the sunrise, we'll be on it. Boy, I got 5, you know it's so live. Tell me when to go, baby, when we gon' slide, baby, when we gon' slide. Up all night, baby, when we gon' slide. Hey, up all night, baby, when we gon' slide. Up all night, baby, when we gon' slide.
I need a vacation. I need my bitch in an apron. Booty all out cooking bacon. Orange juice and case we drinking. I only come out when the stars out. I'm on a mission but we fall out. The city talking with a large mouth. Yeah, they after the boy.
Lead me to your altar. All I can say is only can't get this on my lips. You love me with devotion. You don't kill me when I trip. Yeah, I need a sip from the river. Just wanna get what you giving. Give me unlimited vision and see through the counterfeit. I want the realest. Where he come from, you can't get that with a PJ. You so full inside this house, I feel like DJ. Can't fight it, let your light gon' shine on me. Ain't no hiding, I'm confiding in your peace. Carrying buckets of shame. Father, I'm saying your name, but so far from it. Could see the blood in my veins. For me, he bleeding the same. Take this covenant, this is the greatest exchange. At his altar, there's a flame that burns your rubbish. Gave me a cup full of rain. He poured it over every stain until he comes. Glory to the Father. You deserve the praise. Lead me to your altar.
girl, it's about to be 2026 and you still don't know how to do the basics. So first you want to start with skin prep, and we're going to moisturize and we're going to prime, and then we're going to go in with our blush because I like a heavy blush look. And then you're going to put your concealer on top of the blush. I recommend putting your concealer with a flat brush instead of using the applicator that the concealer comes with, because it gives you more control of where your concealer is going to go. First I blend out with a brush, and then I go in with my sponge to get the areas that my brush couldn't really get. You always want to blend out the edges first before you start blending out everything. Now we're going to apply setting powder everywhere where we applied the concealer at, and now we're going to move on to contour our face. Contour on the cheekbones, down the bridge, and on your forehead. We're going to blend that out. Going in with my foundation, I'm going to apply that at the bottom of my face. Using my foundation brush, we're going to tap, tap, tap. Now we're going to apply our powder contour, and we're going to now fill in our brows. So I only fill in the end of my brow. I don't touch the front, and then I outline it with the concealer in the shade Sand. Now I'm going to blend that out, tapping, tapping, tapping. We always want to tap. To give it that really crisp look, you want to outline the top with your foundation. Now my favorite part, the blush. So I'm going to apply that all under my under eye. Then we're going to put some setting powder to define our contour. And now it's time to move on to the eyeshadow. I'm a simple girl when it comes to eyeshadow. You can never go wrong with a brown eyeshadow, okay? So now we're going to use our foundation brush, and we're going to tap away the excess powder. And now we're going to use that same eyeshadow, outline our lips with, and I'll use it at the bottom of my waterline as well. Now going to apply my lipstick, and then we're going to blend that out and top it off with a gloss. Any nude lipstick works, any nude gloss works. All you need is brown lip liner and nude gloss. Now
doing nothing, moving too fast. Candy paint with the windows all black, seats creme brulee. What they gon' say? With the top down, screaming money, anything. We up till 6 in the morning. When the sunrise, we'll be on it. Boy, I got 5, you want so live. Tell me when to go, baby, when we gon' slide, baby, when we gon' slide. Yeah. Up all night, baby, when we gon' slide. Oh, hey, hey, baby, when we gon' slide, slide. If we on a run, nothing matters when we one-on-one. Looking at us cause we going dumb. We on the same wave, you the same way. You know I'll be down if it's with you. Where we going, baby, what's the move? We should take a trip up to the moon. Get a room, doing nothing, moving too fast. Candy paint with the windows all black, seats creme brulee. What they gon' say? With the top down, screaming money, anything. We up till 6 in the morning. When the sunrise, we'll be on it. Boy, I got 5, you want so live. Tell me when to go, baby, when we gon' slide, baby, when we gon' slide. Up all night, baby, when we gon' slide. Hey, up all night, when we gon' slide. Up all night, baby, when we gon' slide.
I need a big cage. I need my bitch in an apron. Booty all out cooking bacon. Orange juice and case we drinking. I only come out when the stars out. I'm on a mission but we fall out. The city talking with a large mouth. Get it after the boy.
I like to go in with my Juvia's Place palette in the shade Dark. I love to bronze up my face because it gives me a nice warm look. Then I go in with my Laura Mercier setting powder, and this is what I use to bake my face. My all-time favorite blush is this blush from NARS. It's called Exhibit A, and it just looks so good on our dark skin. For my lips, I like to go with this Kiss lip liner, and then I use the Morphe lipstick in the shade Virgin. Then I go in with my setting spray, Charlotte Tilbury, and the One Size setting spray as well to seal everything up. Then I just top off my lip combo with this lip gloss in the shade Guava.
It's 2025 and you still feel like you're struggling with makeup. You watch countless tutorials over and over again, but when you do it, it don't seem to look like the creator. So today, from one of the makeup gods herself, if I do say so myself, I'm gonna teach you the most effortless, most efficient, quickest way. Make sure you wash your face and you are moisturizing. Now, the first step is always primer. I do recommend primer. If you don't think primer does anything in 2025, you're absolutely nuts. So the primers that I do have in my collection right now are the NYX The Face Glue Gripping Primer and the e.l.f. Power Grip Matte Primer. Today, I don't need anything super long lasting, so I'm gonna go in with this. Now that we're primed, the next step is eyebrows. Brow gel and then the brow pencil is more of an advanced technique, so I'm gonna skip that for today. But if you are looking for a recommendation for a brow gel, I am using the ABH Brow Freeze Gel. So I'm gonna start off with the outside of the face and work my way in because I feel like that'll be easier for you guys. Like Opal True Color Foundation Stick in the shade HF1 Suede Mocha, and I'm gonna put it everywhere. These are my placements if you have a similar face to me. I really like to use brushes like this to blend out my stuff because it keeps it in a specific spot and it's pretty dense. Okay, so now we have bronzer blended out. Now I'm gonna take 2 shades of concealer, one that's really close to my skin shade and one that's a little bit lighter. We're not doing anything crazy today. I'm just teaching y'all the basics. Here's where I place my concealer. I'm gonna go in with a bit of a lighter concealer. I don't know the shade name of this one, but it looks like Warm Sand. Now I'm gonna put this a little bit closer. I do want to let this dry down a little bit, so while this is drying down, I'm gonna do my eyebrows, which I'm kind of scared to do because I just got this pierced. Go back in with that brush that we used with the bronzer and, you know, blend the edges out. Cream blush can be a little bit tricky and scary, but it's okay. I'm gonna use the ColourPop blush in Wildest Dreams 24H1, and I'm literally gonna put the smallest. So when I'm blending this, I'm gonna keep it in this area. This is everything blended out. Now, if you've noticed, I haven't put any product on this portion of my face. Very first concealer that's really close to my skin tone. I'm just gonna like cut my jaw just a tad bit. I'm just gonna like blend it down this way. Now I am ready to set my face with the Huda Beauty powder. This is the only fucking powder I use to set my face. It's literally amazing. And Cherry Blossom Cake. So my face is all set. Anymore. Nose contour is also person to person, but I'm gonna show you how I do mine. I take a dot right where the light hits my nose. Take a line right where the light hits my nose. I like to take the line that's on my nose and dab it out with my finger. And I set this with powder right in place. A lot of powder, and I just put it all over my nose. Now I'm going to take a brush just like this. Really a bronzer, like I said, I don't really contour. And I'm gonna try to make the cutest little button nose. I define these shadows right here where my like nose kind of sinks in. And I go straight across basically to erase that part of my nose. Get as close to this dot as possible when it comes to making this line straight. I'm gonna go as close as I possibly can to where I put that concealer and blend it all the way up to my brow bone. Okay, boom, we're just gonna leave like that. Leave it like that for now. Now I'm gonna take the tiniest bit of my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. Sorry, I don't know what shade this is. I think it might be like 4 deep. Focus this back here. I like to focus the dark bronzer closer to my closer to here and then lighten it up with the bronzer. You see, now the face is starting to come together. Now I'm gonna go in with my second bronzer. I'm gonna go overboard with my Fenty Beauty Mocha Mommy. Now I'm going to take my powder ColourPop blush in the shade Papaya. I'm just baking the bottom of my face. I use the Precisely My Brow pencil from Benefit in the shade Cool Soft Black. It's like the only one I use. Now we're basically done. So now I'm gonna take my favorite setting spray, which is the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Before I set, I'm just taking this brush and literally like blending everything like together. Now I'm putting a little bit of highlighter on the side of my face. I'm gonna put this highlighter right where there's no contour. And I'm gonna put a little bit of highlighter on my inner corner. I like to put a little bit on the forehead too. And a little bit on the chin. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and add my little signature dots. Now I'm going to take a dark brown lip liner. I'm using the Auto Eye liner from NK Makeup. I got this from a beauty supply store. It's in the shade AA02 Dark Brown. Now I'm gonna use a little bit of this lip gloss. I love red.
Doing nothing, moving too fast. Candy paint with the windows all black, seats creme brulee. What they gon' say? With the top down, screaming money, anything. We up till 6 in the morning. When the sunrise, we'll be on it. Boy, I got 5, you want so live. Tell me when to go, baby, when we gon' slide. Baby, when we gon' slide. Yeah. Up all night, baby, when we gon' slide. Oh, hey, hey, baby, when we gon' slide, 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 slide. I don't care if we on a run. Nothing matters when we one-on-one. Looking at us cause we going dumb. We on the same wave, you the same way. You know I'll be down if it's with you. Where we going, baby, what's the move? We should take a trip up to the moon. Get a room, doing our thing, moving too fast. Candy paint with the windows all black, seats creme brulee. What they gon' say? With the top down, screaming money, anything. And we up till 6 in the morning. When the sunrise, we'll be on it. Oh, I got 5, you know it's so live. Tell me when to go, baby, when we gon' slide. Baby, when we gon' slide. Up all night, baby, when we gon' slide. Hey, up all night, baby, when we gon' slide. Up all night, baby, when we gon' slide.
I need a big cage. I need my bitch in an apron. Booty all out cooking bacon. Orange juice and case we drinking. I only come out when the stars out. I'm on a mission but we fall out. The city talking with a large mouth. Yeah, they after the boy.
Lead me to your altar. All I can say is only can't get this off my lips. You love me with devotion. You don't kill me when I trip. Yeah, I need a sip from the river. Just wanna get what you giving. Give me unlimited vision and see through the counterfeit. I want the realest. Where he come from, you can't get that with a PJ. He's so full inside this house, I feel like DJ. Can't fight it, let your light gon' shine on me. Ain't no hiding, I'm confiding in your peace. Carrying buckets of shame. Father, I'm saying your name, but so far from it. Could see the blood in my veins. For me, he bleeding the same. Take this covenant, this is the greatest exchange. At his altar, there's a flame that burns your rubbish. Gave me a cup for the rain, he poured it over every stain until he comes. Glory to the Father, you deserve the praise. Lead me to your altar, wash away my shame. Glory to the Father, you deserve the praise. Lead me to your altar, wash away my shame. I got up and immediately wanted to do my makeup today. I just have to look like a bad bitch. The baddest bitch. So I'm gonna teach you how to look like the baddest bitch fresh off the wake up. I know you washed your face, you brushed your teeth. I know you did that, right? Right? I've used e.l.f. Hydro Grip Primer and also the e.l.f. Blurring Primer. It's dirty, so I'm not gonna pick it up. I also pushed my eyebrows back using the 24-hour brow setter gel from Benefit. Now let's get into it. I'm gonna start with a little color correcting. I'm not gonna lie, I really don't think I need this that much, but just to make sure. Fuck a brush right now. Take the tiniest amount of powder and just push that there. We're already a minute in. How do y'all do this shit so fast? I'm going for like super sexy, super cunt, super. So, I'm gonna do a lot of bronzing. I'm gonna put it a little bit higher than my cheekbones because I wanted to. Pointed chin. Hello. And a little bit over here. This is a Real Techniques brush. It is the Expert Face Brush. I start down here.
And I just like to blend it exactly how I placed it. Pushing up, never down. Always up, never down. Y'all, why did... Okay, so if some of y'all knew I was dating a nigga that was in jail, right? Because when I was just so in love, right? So he was just not getting out of jail. Like, he was just not getting out of jail. He had been in jail since, like, fucking March or May, right? So I just decided, you know, I gotta live my life. I'm finna turn 22. I'm 22 now. No. Why the fuck he get out like 3 days ago? He called me and he was like, oh yeah, like you don't need to see me. And then when I put some money in the camera talking about something, I'm up now. Bitch. Ooh. I'm going for a bright under eye today, so I'm gonna start lighter with my concealer than I usually would. Let me just put, I really don't want a lot. I don't want to look super caked up, so we're gonna use tiny amounts. If I showed y'all how I blended everything, we'd be here for hours. Okay, now that you look fucking scary, blend even more. Take that bronzer brush. I never show y'all these parts. Low-key don't want to go brighter with the under eye. Like, I low-key wanted to just give like effortless bad bitch. Whoa. I forgot how that's even supposed to open. I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills shade 440C. Firstly, go everywhere where there's no product and really blend that in, and then start to go over everything, because you don't want to just like literally cover it up. You don't want to literally cover it up. Now, of course, I'm gonna go back in with the concealer brush. I took the tiniest dabs. The powder in the shade Cherry Blossom Cake. I love the pink. Love the pink. I would never not use this setting powder. And I literally just pat this until you like can't see it. Like, I literally just keep patting it in. I like to take whatever on my head off after I'm done setting everything, because I don't want any type of liquid products to get on my lace. Like deep bronzer palette, and I'm gonna go in with this one and ever so lightly put this on. Okay, before we do anything else, it's time to contour the nose. So I have this powder foundation from Fenty in the shade 480 that I've been using on my nose for years. So literally just 2 lines, stop right before the bridge, make a cute little button nose. Y'all really know the drill at this point, I feel like. That's brought everything together. Now I'm gonna bake the sides. Now we can do blush. Wait. This is the ColourPop blush in the shade Papaya. And I'm gonna keep this very focused up, only up here. Okay, now I'm gonna wipe off the bake, like inwards. I feel like this helps blur the line.
Met you in Houston, but you're from Atlanta. New York from Pennsylvania, something. Fuck, all I know is you hot and